the main event in the ring. Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza SHEERAZ. I think the interest for me in this fight is the fact that we have two very contrasting styles. We have a puncher in Berlanga versus a boxer mover, sort of freakishly tall and lanky Hamza SHEERAZ. The other interesting aspect of this is that SHEERAZ recently, or since his previous fight, SHEERAZ switched trainers. He's gone from training in LA to training in Ireland with, sorry, the name eludes me at the moment, but his trainer also sort of revamped the career of Joseph Parker. So I'm kind of very curious to see how this has affected SHEERAZ's performance and tactics and technique in the ring. Because I feel like when SHEERAZ fought to a draw in his last fight, he showed us his capabilities, but there just wasn't enough for him to get the W in that fight. Clearly, the height differential is just really apparent here between SHEERAZ and Berlanga. Right, SHEERAZ is now training with Andy Lee out of Ireland. Guys, if you're joining us, please do drop a hi in the chat so I know that the comments are working. We greatly appreciate it. Okay, so right off the bat, the men are standing right in the center of the ring. Not a lot of action. A couple of single jabs from both. A lead left hook by Berlanga. Missed. SHEERAZ with a lot of feinting jabs and then to a hard jab. Nice hard 1-2. Really making use of that nice tall height advantage and reach advantage. Welcome to our live. Guys, if you're joining us, please do say hi in the chat so I know the chat's working. If I don't hear from folks within the first couple of minutes here, I will stop the stream because it's possible the chat does not work. And then I'll just restart it. But oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Milagro Garcia. Thank you for the love. Yes, it's a miracle. Okay, we're working, we're in business. All right, here we are, main event of the evening. We have Edgar Berlanga fighting in his backyard versus Hamza SHEERAZ, who's fighting out of the UK, now under a new trainer with Andy Lee. This is really interesting. The men are standing toe-to-toe. Both are orthodox fighters. Berlanga with a nice hard 1-2-3, and then weaves very deftly under SHEERAZ's punches right there. Great technical defensive work by Berlanga. Throws a hard 1-2. Yeah, the crowd is going crazy for all the local, their hometown guys. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for saying hi, everybody. Hi, Samson. Is that Samson? And I can't. Sorry, somebody Krug, Kong, Abub Kong, and Sabrina. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing anybody's name. The text is really small on my phone when I'm doing a vertical stream. Where am I located? You're in Ohio, or are you just saying hi, Ohio? All right, and that's the first round. Very interesting first round. I'm sure these guys are standing toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, so they came to fight. All right, Samson, you're scrolling around. Well, this channel is devoted to the fight game, so if you're interested in this boxing fight between Edgar Berlanga and Hamza SHEERAZ, stick around. I've got the UFC fights on at the same time. I'm kind of just waiting for, well, not waiting. I mean, if and when Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson comes on, I will kind of comment on that as well. All right, Samson. Cool. Thank you for stopping by. If you like the fight games, come on back. Everybody's always welcome. All right. So is it Moy Rock? Hi, how are you? Christopher, hi. You're in Ohio. You're wondering where I'm located? In the U.S. on the West Coast. California, Southern Cali. All right, here we go. Second round, Berlanga versus SHEERAZ. Again, men standing toe-to-toe. Very interesting tactic for SHEERAZ. Seeing as he's the man with the height and reach, you think maybe want to move around and do the Shakur Stevenson, but he's not. He's standing toe-to-toe. So, interesting game plan that he and Coach Andy Lee came up with. Let's see what Berlanga's kind of using these posting jabs. I know he knows he's got to time his punches very carefully because he's at a huge reach and height disadvantage here. All right, Samson. See you around. All right, nice jab by SHEERAZ. Starting to feel the distance. Berlanga making great use of level changes here, keeping nice high double guard, which is what makes a ton of sense versus somebody as tall as SHEERAZ. I'm going to assume that Berlanga had to spar with guys who are much heavier just in order to get used to that height differential. Nice penetrating jab by SHEERAZ. If he can just make use of that stinging jab for this whole fight, that's going to serve him so well. There you see Berlanga's jab comes about 4 inches short at full extension. So Berlanga would do well to fake to the head and go straight down to the body. Nice up jab by Berlanga. Berlanga in a sort of half shell guard at this point. SHEERAZ maintaining that double guard. Berlanga taking small steps backwards. SHEERAZ with a jab to the head, jab to the body. Completely different game plan here for SHEERAZ than in his previous fight. His previous fight, he was moving around the ring all the time on the outside. Here, the opposite. He's standing toe-to-toe. So, nice jab to a level change by Berlanga. And then comes in, 3 punches, but SHEERAZ counters with his short right. Very, very tactical game here for Berlanga. Hi, how are you, Moves? We are watching Berlanga versus SHEERAZ. Very close, very interesting fight. SHEERAZ is standing toe-to-toe with Berlanga rather than around, so completely different game plan than he had in his previous fight. Oh, interesting, he has Joey Gamache as his cut man, it looks like, or his second assist. Joey Gamache is putting the grease on Hamza's face. I think that's Joey Gamache. We're looking at him from oblique angles, so. Andy Lee, of course, being the head trainer, giving him instructions, which we can't hear because the mic's just picking up too much of the noise in the arena. Interesting action in the UFC cage. Unfortunately, I can't see who these two fighters are, but they're in a clinch up against the cage. All right, back to the ring. Both men, again, center of the ring. Berlanga and SHEERAZ. Berlanga with a jab to the head. They're literally standing toe-to-toe. SHEERAZ, nice long jab. Classic guard by SHEERAZ. Berlanga with a very high double guard. Very responsible. Okay, jab to the head, jab to the body by SHEERAZ. Oh, SHEERAZ is making great uses of his jab right here. Kind of keeping Berlanga off kilter. Nice level changes by Berlanga though. Nice jab by Berlanga. He's just got to be so careful not to get caught as he tries to throw and close distance on SHEERAZ responsibly. Hi, Big Dog. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate that. What's going on now? We're in, oh shoot, I just lost my stream for Berlanga versus SHEERAZ. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me see if I can get this back.
It's 20 hours.
All right. Sorry for the pause. Lost my boxing stream for a moment. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart, guys. I apologize for the delay. That stream just died on me. How are you guys doing tonight? How was my day? It was great. We actually did some painting outside. Good to see you. How was your day? Thank you for asking, Saeed. That's very kind. Oh. All right, guys, I apologize for the technical issues here. Hopefully we can get Berlanga SHEERAZ back. Right, let's try something else. How's everybody doing this lovely Saturday? All right, here we go. So Berlanga, SHEERAZ standing toe to toe. Trying to open up a little bit more. SHEERAZ with a high double guard now. A little more. They're really toe to toe. They're really more in distance to fight on the inside. SHEERAZ is just maintaining that high double guard, and that's spell. So unfortunately, I missed that third round, but close fight thus far. I'm think it's really interesting that SHEERAZ has completely changed tactics here. He's standing toe to toe. With his previous trainer, he was just flying around the ring a lot more, trying to be that moving boxer. Very interesting tactic game plan that Andy Lee has come up with, which is to ask SHEERAZ to stand toe to toe and make use of that long jab. I mean, why not? Let's see how this plays out for him. Because if he can line up that 1-2 straight down the pike, as we say, then he can really do some damage to Edgar. Edgar, I got to give him props because he's using his high double guard well. He's level changing well, which are all things that he'd have to do more in this fight versus SHEERAZ than he would against other opponents. Okay, again, we open up with both fighters toe to toe, throwing hard jabs. Berlanga throws a hard 1-2. Berlanga using a little more upper body movement to set up whatever he's going to do next. Oh, nice jab to the head and jab to the body by SHEERAZ. Nice high double guard by SHEERAZ. His jabs splitting Berlanga's guard. Berlanga's making good use of his upper body movement to level change, create an angle. Nice power jabs by Berlanga there. Misses with the right hand. Occasionally switches to kind of a more classic guard catch. Hamza's punches with his right glove. Oh, good left hook by Berlanga. Oh, nice right uppercut, right hand by SHEERAZ. So SHEERAZ is going to have to make good use of his own head movement and his parrying if he wants to stand there toe-to-toe and fight on the inside with Berlanga. Very, very interesting game plan on behalf of Andy Lee here. Nice touch to the body by Edgar Berlanga. Hamza pushes Berlanga off and catches him as he's moving back with a nice straight right. Knocks Berlanga's head back. Well, I'll tell you this much. Turkey is going to like how both of these fighters are fighting, I believe. Hamza showing up on the inside here. Berlanga goes to the body. Nice left uppercut. Oh, goodness, and Hamza knocks Berlanga down. Sorry for yelling there. Ref is administering the count. Wow, terrific. Yeah, there's just so much torque on Hamza's punches coming from that height and with that reach that he just needs one or two. This could be it. Berlanga's in trouble. He's against the ropes. Oh, that's it, guys. Hamza lands 2 hooks. Berlanga is down. He's up on his feet. The ref is administering the count. He's in big trouble, though. Berlanga's standing in the corner. Ref says, come to me. Go this way. Ref's talking to him. Tells Hamza, okay, motions it to go on. And that's the bell. Whoa. And Berlanga is stumbling to his corner. So this is it. Good job, Andy Lee, coming up with a great game plan and making a big change to Hamza SHEERAZ's fighting tactics. I don't think, there's no way Berlanga's corner is going to let him quit, but he's in big trouble. This could be it. That first knockdown really hurt him, and then he didn't recover and got knocked down again. Now we got a little bit of panic in the corner because I see 5 heads sticking their heads in his corner. It was looked like it was a little left hook that really got Berlanga in trouble here. Then the second knockdown was a series of hooks, short hooks. The second knockdown was a left hook right hand. So huge props to Andy Lee for this new Hamza SHEERAZ 2.0. Oh, and tees off 1, 2, 3. Berlanga touches the canvas with both hands and the ref waves it off. So huge congratulations to Hamza SHEERAZ and to Andy Lee for completely changing his game plan, changing who he is as a fighter and how he fights. He knocked out Edgar Berlanga in Berlanga's hometown. I thought this was a dangerous fight for Hamza to accept, but, you know, incredible. That is, I don't know if it's the upset of the year, but it's a huge upset. Major props to him, you know. And that is Joey Gamache, I believe, in the corner. Big congratulations to Joey. Joey Gamache is a world champion in his own right, 140 pounds. Remember, he had this crazy fight with Arturo Gatti where Arturo went up like 40 pounds overnight or something. It was a ridiculous weight gain. And you know, Joey Gamache wound up suing the New York State Athletic Commission, I think, or whatever athletic commission it was, for allowing that to occur. Sorry guys, I gotta get rid of all this spam so I can see your comments. Alright, hang on. Alright, you guys still here with me? Yeah, I hate it when these bots pop the comments up. No judges needed. Exactly. That's exactly how you want to do it. Anybody who bet on SHEERAZ by KO just made themselves a ton of money, because I'm sure those were not betting favorites. All right, Ankit, are you here? Because I think you might get your wish, because it looks like Stephen Wonderboy Thomas is up next. All right, so let me. We absolutely must tune into this announcement. Well, huge congratulations, Hamza SHEERAZ. Guys, if you haven't yet done so, please do hit subscribe and hit the like button. Remember, if you're enjoying the live streams or the videos, you're always welcome to leave a super chat or super thanks on the video. It's always much appreciated. Every penny helps. Every penny helps. If you're somebody who likes to buy jewels, you can also send a gift of jewels on these vertical streams. Wow, huge props to Hamza SHEERAZ. He's such a hard worker, you know. I did have the pleasure of meeting him and his team when he was training in Los Angeles. Okay, so it was a long 1-2 that started the trouble in the final knockdown. Yeah, hook right hand, hook that sealed the deal. But what an adjustment to Hamza SHEERAZ, to his technique and his tactics of standing toe-to-toe with the power puncher in Edgar Berlanga. Amazing. Good night, Berlanga, exactly. Yeah, wow. So, I don't know, that's incredible considering Berlanga fought Canelo, right? And now and Hamza just KO'd him early. That's crazy. Sorry guys, I'm super hungry, so.
Welcome back. You're looking at Brazilian Gabriel on feet, who ready for 6 UFC appearances. 17-1 finishes, including his last bout of performance.
Wow, huge props to Andy Lee. Huge congratulations to Andy Lee, Hamza SHEERAZ. Amazing, amazing. I don't think anybody thought he was going to knock out Edgar Berlanga. He did it. He made it plain. He dropped Berlanga 3 times, 2 times in one round, towards the end of one round, and then right away in the next round. So terrific, terrific work by Andy Lee and Team SHEERAZ. All right, I'm not getting the sound, unfortunately. I'm absolutely not a Mike Coppinger fan, as you guys who follow my channel know. But he's the one tasked with doing the post-fight interview with Hamza. So, I'm really happy for him. He's a good person. So are his team. They're great people. His dad is they're all class. Team SHEERAZ. So really, I'm going to say it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, but really, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Clearly, all he needed was the proper guidance of a competent trainer such as Andy Lee. I mean, I feel like Andy Lee deserves, a trainer of the last 2 years. I feel like, that win with Parker versus Wilder was incredible. And same thing here. He's got Hamza SHEERAZ in his first fight with him, knocking out the hometown favorite, Edgar Berlanga, who fought Canelo. And you know, Hamza just made it plain. There's no question he won that fight. There's no controversy or no controversy, right? And I'm wondering maybe that was a complete change-up. I don't know if Berlanga anticipated that SHEERAZ would go toe-to-toe with him. Like, perhaps not. So, terrific game planning on the part of Andy, and you know, but it's up to Hamza to execute, and he did. He just he 180 changed who he is as a fighter in that one training camp with Andy Lee. He went from being a guy that's flying around the ring on the perimeter to a guy who's going to literally stand toe to toe with his opponent, and he proved that he can do that. So, I mean, that's wow. What a boost of confidence for Hamza to know that he can do this. He just won his belt. You know, God bless him. And you know, really, I'm really happy for him. Happy for Andy Lee. Happy for Joey Gamache, who's helping out in the corner. So I will check out the post-fight interview tomorrow. Like I said, not a Mike Coppinger fan, so not too sad that I can't hear him asking Hamza some not so insightful questions. All right, so I'm going to switch over now to cover Stephen Thompson versus, who's he fighting? All right. Sorry guys, had to get rid of the spam. So now we're going to focus on MMA. I think I will do a post-fight for this, just because I feel like this is, you know, such an unexpected outcome, but such a great example, you know, of what being with the right people can do for a fighter, and that what having confidence can do, you know, for a fighter. Because Hamza had to find that faith within himself that he could make this 180-degree change of fighting styles. All right, sorry for the lighting, guys. Sun's going down. So, all right, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Versus Bonfim. I'm guessing he's Bonfim and is from Brazil, only because he's wearing yellow and green. Colors of the Brazilian flag, of course. All right, and we're opening up here, lots of kicks. Bonfim's fighting out of Orthodox. Steven is fighting out of Southpaw. Oh boy, more spam, you guys. So Bonfim missing his calf kick. Thompson is incredibly focused. Thompson attempts a side kick. This is Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in the cage versus Bonfim. We're at the 3.5 minute mark here in the first round of this UFC fight. No, I never boxed out of Louisville, Max. I boxed in LA. Like, New York and LA. Okay. Stephen Thompson using that classic bouncy karate style motion. Stephen's kind of feinted with like he was going to rotate his hips and do a rear kick motion. Feints with a side kick. High head kick. Bonfim trying to use a lot of herky-jerky motion. Shoots in for a takedown. Doesn't get it. Stevens against the cage. Bonfim level changes. Has a body lock. Picks Thompson up. Carries him towards the middle of the cage and drops him. Steven stands right back up. Is fighting the body lock with both hands. Bonfim takes him down. Thomas on all floors. Oh, switches to a rear naked choke. Bonfim is backpacking Wonder Boy. Has one hook in, one hook around. Thompson on one knee, one foot. It's hard to tell if that choke is in. He's going for the rear naked choke, of course. Thompson, they're both just frozen in place. Thompson trying to post up and down. Oh, now he has Bonfim on his back and Steven's on top position. Great move on his part. What clarity. All right, Steven with the wizard grip. Bonfim is pressing Thompson against the cage. Wonder Boy is defending with that wizard grip. Bonfim's using his head to apply a little pressure. Both men are exchanging sort of half-hearted knees. Thompson circles around. He gets Bonfim off of him, kind of acknowledges that, and they're back to center cage. High head kick misses by Stephen Thompson. Bonfim moves around the edge. Thompson right on top of him, following. Nice 1-2 by Steven. Starts to throw a head kick, a side kick, but doesn't quite finish it. Oh, nice right hand lands for Bonfim. Nice left hook lands for Bonfim as Steven was attempting a calf kick. Bonfim with the inside kick. A Russian flurry by Wonder Boy, 1-2-1-2. There's just a few seconds left in this. Alright, so now, wow, the Berlanga KO is gonna be a meme. You can just tell they keep replaying this on the broadcast. Alright, and that's the first round. Really though, that's such a storybook ending for Hamza SHEERAZ at that. That's literally like a fairy tale ending for him, you know? To move up a weight division, change trainers, take on a known power puncher in his own backyard, and come out victorious to win a world title. So congrats to him. Alright, I apologize for eating on camera, but I'm still kind of hungry. I am hungry for sure. I ate lunch, but it's past dinner time as far as I'm concerned. In fact, I really don't want to eat this late, but anyways. Duty call. Alright, so here we go. Second round of Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Bonfim. Wonder Boy, of course, fights as a southpaw, and Bonfim is fighting orthodox stance. I'm gonna guess that Bonfim has a strong jiu-jitsu background. I'm just being a little stereotypical here, assuming that because he's Brazilian, he probably has some excellent jiu-jitsu, and that's his game plan, is to try to get Thompson on the ground. Bonfim did have a very nice rear naked choke attempt there. This is kind of weird on the boxing side. They're asking who wins: Canelo, Chris Eubank Jr., Diego Pacheco. I don't know what question they're asking. All right, so Bonfim has Stephen Thompson up against the cage again. Thompson with the whizzer. Big Dog says, who won the title? Surprisingly, Hamza SHEERAZ knocked Edgar Berlanga out. Can you believe it? I definitely wouldn't put any money on that one. Oh man, more spam. Alright guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying the live stream or you enjoy some of my breakdowns, you're always welcome to leave either a super chat here or a super thanks on one of the videos. You can also head over to buymeacoffee.com/Hamaguchi fight and purchase a coffee over there. Apparently there's also these things called jewels that you can leave on one of these live streams. So if you're a jewel person, you're welcome to leave a few jewels here. Every penny helps, so don't be shy. Feel free to leave the super chat. Alright, so now we got... Oh, Steven switched stances there for a moment, but now he's back to southpaw. And Bonfim shoots in for a takedown. He has the body lock from behind. He tries to pick Steven up, brings him down on the ground. Thompson's on all fours for a moment, but stands right back up. Bonfim has one hook in. Steven is fighting his hands. Steven just pushing Bonfim's hands down towards the floor. Not quite able to break the grip, but he's defending well. Bonfim has his leg laced. Oh, but he loses it. Great defense by Steven. And they break apart, and they're at distance again. Nice 1-2 by Steven. Calf kick by Bonfim. Wonder Boy with his live legs, as always, or live feet, just bouncing. Head kick by Thompson. Bonfim counters that leg kick, though, with a fast 1-2. Alright, for a moment. Wonder Boy's in orthodox stance, and now he switches back to left. Oh my goodness, and 1-2 lands Bonfim. That 2, really, that right hand rocks Steven. He's back to bouncing. Throws his own left hand. Inside kick. And Steven falls momentarily, gets bounced up, gets clipped with a little left hook. Alright, 16 seconds left. Nice head kick. Oh, jab 2, another head kick by Thompson. 1-2 by Thompson. Oh, goodness. Another head kick. Bonfim shoots in for a single just to defend, and then that's the bell. So good action towards the end of that round for Thompson. He was in trouble there for a moment. Oh my gosh, there's a big gash open on his left shin. Hi, big dog. Alright, so Don House working on, I think he's trying to work on the shin and the eyebrow, Steven Thompson. So the cut on Steven's shin opened up because Bonfim checked his kick. That caused Steven to fall to the ground, fall to the canvas momentarily. Great recovery by Wonder Boy. Okay, so fighters hug it up. Start of the third round. Bonfim shoots in right away. Wonder Boy defends. Bonfim has him up against the cage. Underhook. Thompson's defending with a wizard grip. Bonfim applying pressure. Nice move. Very slick move to get out by Thompson. The men touch gloves. Almost too much respect being shown here by each fighter to each other. But it's a martial art, so that's okay. Thompson with his always live feet, bouncing, walking to his left, switches to righty stance for a moment with his hands down, bouncing, switches back to southpaw. Bonfim shoots in right by the cage. Thompson defends it, but now Bonfim has the body lock up top, 2 double unders, using his head pressure to keep Steven against the cage. Wonder Boy's defending with a wizard grip. The camera seems to be focusing in on his bleeding shin for whatever reason. Oh, Thompson does some good little grappling and switches things up on Bonfim for a moment. Kid, are you still here with us on the stream? This is your boy right here, Wonder Boy. Alright guys, if you have not yet done so, please hit the subscribe, please hit the bell so when we post our next great content. Right, now Thompson with the body lock, reverses it, has Bonfim against the cage. We're at the halfway point in this third and final round. Now we got Bonfim walking around and Thompson staying on top of him. High side kick attempt by Steven. Spinning head kick by Steven. Doesn't connect. Men touch gloves as if to acknowledge. Bonfim with a run-in 1-2. Steven with a calf kick. Head kick. Another head kick. Oh, big 2. Almost connects for Steven. Bonfim connects with a nice jab. Bonfim shoots in, gets the double, gets Steven down on his rear end, so he's right by the cage. Steven posts up. Steven is on one knee, but Bonfim has one leg laced. No, not anymore. Bonfim's trying to keep control here. He gets Thompson back to the ground. Still with the body lock. Against the cage. Oh, elbow by Steven, throws the back elbow. And they're locked up right on the cage. Berlanga has one over, one under. Steven has one under. Bonfim just applying a lot of shoulder pressure to keep Steven against the cage. We've got half a minute left. Steven gets the body lock, reverses it, has Bonfim against the cage. Bonfim circles around, has Steven against the cage, takes him down. Thompson posts back up. Bonfim still applying pressure, so Wonder Boy is against the cage. And we have less than 20 seconds to go here. Alright, this is going to be interesting. It'll go to the cards. It'll probably be I don't know that it will be a unanimous decision or not, but I have a funny feeling we're going to give this to Bonfim just for his dominance on the ground. It looks like both fighters were going to get on their knees there to bow to each other, martial arts style. So, hey, how did you guys enjoy the fights tonight? That was an awesome main event for Berlanga versus SHEERAZ. I thought it was a very gutsy move for Hamza SHEERAZ to move up a weight division, have a fight with a new trainer, and fight a known power puncher in his own backyard. And yet, Hamza pulled off the complete upset. 180-degree different way of fighting than we've seen him in the past, where his previous fight where he fought to draw, he was circling around the ring, always on the move, trying to just pick off shots. This time, did exactly the opposite, walked to the center of the ring, stood toe-to-toe with Berlanga, and knocked him out. Knocked him down 2 times in 1 round, and then the third and final time, the beginning of the next round. Amazing stuff. If you didn't get a chance to see the fight live, definitely watch the fight. I'm sure Turkey will post that on his own channel. The great thing about Turkey Alasheikh's channel is he always posts the entire fight. He does not just post edited highlights. So you really always want to watch an entire boxing fight if it's a good fight. If you know, in retrospect, it's a good fight. Watch the whole thing. You don't want to just watch highlights. Because the highlights don't tell the whole story of how things led up to those highlights, right? Yeah, so they give it split decision to Bonfim. I'm thinking they're, they gave it to him based on that ground fight on the ground. So it was a good fight. I mean, Wonder Boy defended well. So defended the grappling well. So I got to give him props. Both men showing each other a ton of respect. I don't know, you guys. Is that Stephen Thompson's last fight? All right, you guys, remember, if you're enjoying the live streams, you're always welcome to leave a super chat. If you're enjoying the breakdowns and the other videos, you're always welcome to leave a super thanks on one of those. Every penny helps, so show your love. Don't be scared to be generous. Always appreciated. Oh. All right, and Steven gets a lot of love from the crowd as he makes his way out. I think he's always going to be a fan favorite. He is just such a nice guy that it's hard. How can you not like him? All right, so I think the story for tonight is certainly Hamza SHEERAZ and the new world champion. All right, pulls off the upset versus the hometown favorite in his backyard. Knocks out a power puncher. Great stuff. You can't write it better than that. All right, so DC is congratulating Gabriel Bonfim, and Gabriel was just acknowledging Stephen Thompson, saying what a great fighter he is. So two judges gave it 29-28 to Bonfim. One judge gave it 29-28 to Wonderboy. So, I mean, it doesn't get any closer than that. All right, and we are cutting to, is that? Oh gosh, I couldn't figure out who that was. They just cut to in the audience. All right, guys. Let me know who's still here. I think it's almost time to say goodnight. Just say hi so I know who's still here. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Please be sure to hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you know when we do our next live. Of course, next Saturday is going to be real doozy because we have Usyk Dubois we have Usyk Dubois in the afternoon, and then we have Pacquiao Barrios. The main card starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and finally we have Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. The main card for that starts at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So I am actually interested in the whole main card for that UFC event. On the Manny Pacquiao Mario Barrios side, I really think I'm probably only interested in Zoo Fundora 2, the rematch. So we'll have to see how the timing of those fights play out. But yeah, it's going to be a long one next Saturday, so get ready for that one. Okay, you guys. Any final thoughts about the fights tonight? Please drop them in the comments, because I think we're gonna get ready to call it an evening in about 2 minutes. We got 20 minutes before the hour, so I do need to eat dinner and then finish out my evening. But it's been fun watching the fights with you guys. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all your thanks for all the love. There will be a breakdown, or there is a breakdown, Barrios versus Pacquiao, so that'll be available to that's already available to members. It'll be available to everyone in a few days, so please do check that out. Let me know what you think of the breakdown. Let me know who you think's going to win, Barrios or Manny. And yeah, I definitely look forward to the fights next week. So. All right, Big Dog, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, guys, well, I wish you all a fantastic Sunday, and I will see you the next time. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and have an awesome Sunday.